was tagged in this by Dr. Pitanger, so I'm going to be reacting to him analyzing and reacting to my gameplay. I think this is probably going to be hilarious. So
pheromones there, and today I'll be analyzing a run that was actually not posted on my Discord. This is a new player that I discovered on YouTube after doing some research, because yes, I am still doing some research to find some new players to analyze. I'm doing my job properly. So this is
I'm doing my job properly.
So this is Shalive. He's a relatively new player, actually very new player from what I know. I have only watched like 10 seconds of the video during which he says that this is his third run, and from what I'm seeing on the screen, this is a run in IS6. A lot of people would say it's probably not the best IS to start. I disagree for one specific reason. If you run IS6, you will get Radiant, and Radiant is phenomenal, not only in
and that is the reason that I chose this. I don't have a lot of units, so I chose this to try to level up another unit so I could build a second team, because I did a whole bunch of wizardelling, and we know how that went already. So I wanted to build a second team and kind of like have a little variant. So I was just going for the 6-star that comes from this event. That is why I was doing it. So I'm glad that that wasn't a net negative. But let's go. I know this run's going to be absolutely hilarious though.
IS6, but also for every IS. Having an E2 Radiant, particularly for free when you're starting out, that you can bring on IS2, IS3 and so on, is actually very pog. But anyway, I'm going on a tangent there. As usual, this video will be for educational purpose only. The goal is only to point out the little mistakes he may have done here and there, to explain how he could improve. It is absolutely not meant to be making fun of him, yada yada. So without further ado, let's start.
So the first attempt was described to you. It was absolute chaos. It was a ton of fun. And I realized you need a lot of units so you could build up.
Maybe I should watch this. I'm not sure if he has live streamed it. Maybe I should try and find it.
Different teams to be able to tackle the different challenges. I'm very interested in learning maybe like the fast redeploy strategy once I have enough units to do it.
Yeah, I've seen him talking about wanting to make a fast redeploy team. This is absolutely impossible in IS simply because fast redeploy teams would mean only using specialist vouchers, basically. So maybe this can be done in IS5, right? Because you have more chances to get specialist vouchers if you pick tactical destruction. But in any other IS, the tactical squads do not work this way. So it's absolutely impossible.
The longer I played, the more I was saying I wanted a fast redeploy team as one of my 4 teams that you can have in slot, like, you know, for one of your squads just for playing regular story. That's what I meant by that. But I could see how that would be confusing because I am doing an IS here, so that makes sense. Where I think I'll develop a taste for different styles of the game or different styles of play.
Probably.
But I will say this roguelite in this game mode is actually super amazing.
It is.
Dude, I think I'm gonna go with 5-star operators will already be. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this.
Okay, first class squad. Interesting. Not a lot of new players start with first class squad. I am actually not sure what he started with. I think he started with Thorns. So does he want to start with Thorns and pick the overcoming a weakness? Probably.
You know what, since we're doing this for a video, I'm gonna go for this. I'm gonna go for the look. Let's go for the look.
Alright, sure. Really not advised for a new player to try this, but sure. And he doesn't get rewarded for this. These are...
To be fair, this is being done on my second account where I don't have thorns, but I didn't even think of that as a strategy because like I said, I have no strategies. So I was kind of just playing it to see what I would get instead of pre-planning the run, which now after doing a couple more runs, I know pre-planning your run and thinking about what you need ahead of time is definitely more optimal, especially when you know like what's coming up in the levels, which I was still learning.
Very, very bad with what he currently has. Though I actually don't know about all of his operators. Alright, let me see. How the hell does he have Yana? Okay, so I assume he started his account all the way back during the R6 collab, because otherwise it would be impossible for him to have Yana. He probably started the game and then simply took a year break or something. From what I'm seeing right here, the only operator he has leveled up is Ethan, which is really good. Ethan is extremely good in IS6.
I don't even think, did I pick Ethan here? I don't even remember. And this, I'm currently playing on 2 accounts. I have my account that I started, and this account was actually a throwaway account for my buddy. He has like 4 accounts where he just rolls shit. He saw me playing, he gave me this account. That whole thing can be recapped in a whole nother. I already explained it in a whole nother video though, so we're not going to talk too much on that.
That reminds me, I still haven't done a single video about IS6. I'm sorry guys, I'm gonna work on it soon. And surprise, surprise, but Ethan, just like in every other IS, is extremely good. Particularly in this one because, well, there are a lot of Link-themed enemies, and Link-themed enemies are absolutely demolished by Ethan as this one.
I've never used Weedy.
This is probably not the best time to start it.
This will take all my hope though.
Ooh, he's actually looking at the hope.
All right, we're just gonna go with this. with the free me. I didn't pick Ethan. Yo, I'm trolling. I didn't pick Ethan. That's funny as fuck. It's actually funny to see someone who knows how to actually play this game review what you're doing and kind of expose your weaknesses. That's fucking hilarious.
Ethan was also 3. Why though?
Yeah, so here I'm going to use someone else's Radon.
I hate how he says Radon, like this is Elden Ring or something. Whispering. I mean, this is arguably much better than anything else he has. Like, his Hibiscus is not leveled up, he doesn't have...
Again, this would be a lack of information on my part. I don't know the units, but I think I took Whispering.
Perfumer, his Myrrh is not leveled up, his Gabriel is not leveled up. So yeah, Whispering for sure. Alright, so Friend Radiant, I haven't taken a look at the level, I assume it's max level or something. 3 Whispering, and unfortunately Reserve Operator. It would have been probably much better with Ethan instead of the Reserve Operator, but arguably he has Radiant, like nothing wrong can happen.
Let's not say that too early now.
Probably.
All right, +1 hope, +1 max life, blank. All right, let's get it.
All right, +1 hope from the get-go. That's good.
Let's look at the map. Yeah, let's go veteran actor.
What the? He didn't even stop for a second to take a look at the skills, not to try and change them. Okay, I mean, yeah, arguably Radiant S1 has a lot of utility in IS6, right? There's a lot of things that Radiant can only achieve with S1, but for this map, you absolutely want S2. But anyway.
Oh, shit. You know what? Now I understand why everybody in chat was like, bro, you have to open everything. Oh my god, what is that doing to me?
Talismans silence your operators. They can do anything until they are dead. Operators can only attack, they cannot activate their skills. I mean, in difficulty level 0, it doesn't really matter if he uses S1 or S2, but in higher difficulties, you absolutely want to use S2 on this map. S2 helps with clearing the talismans, with killing this big guy, and just in case there's a special enemy, they are probably more suited to kill the dog. Actually, probably less suited to kill the bear. Huh, that's interesting.
I could have maybe done this way better. There might have been a better method to this.
We're gonna be here for a while, guys.
Yeah, we do like no damage, bro. Holy, what a run. And you know what's crazy? I was thinking that shit like, bro, we are gonna be like, this shit took way too long. This shit took way too long. Holy shit.
I mean, you could have done damage if you switched to S2. Wait, does he know he can switch skills? Is the question. Because he didn't even like stop for a second to try and switch the skills. So that begs the question, does he know he can switch skills? Huh.
Perfectly executed.
Not a specialist. So now he can recruit the Ethan? Question mark?
I think I'll take Ethan.
Which begs the question, why didn't you recruit him early?
Bro, I promise you, my eyes were not open. They were not open, dude. I could not see, bro. My eyes were clearly closed in the video, weren't they? Like, I could not see. Bro, I really have no idea why I didn't choose Ethan from the get-go. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I was just like...
But anyway, alright. Actually, a much better stage for S2 because you can simply deploy your summons here, here, and here, or here, here, and anywhere here, right? To shoot all the enemies that are on the screen. So hold up.
I did none of that.
Is he gonna switch skills?
Hidden targets with normal attack deals 45 extra damage for 2 seconds. Attack plus 25% increases the chance to trigger talent. You know, we're gonna just use the passive on this one. I think I'm okay with that.
Moved right before your eyes.
Apparently he knows he can switch skills, but he doesn't want to switch to Radiant S2. Like, why?
Because I did not read that skill. If I'm going to be honest, I did not read that skill. So I didn't even know what her S2 did. I was really just doing this run because I wanted to level her up to use her on my team. That was like the whole purpose behind it. I'm not even gonna hold. Once I found out you could get a character from doing that, I was like, okay, that's gonna be my focus. So actually I did not look at her skills until after I talked with a couple of people in Discord and in chat. They were like, yeah, bro, definitely read her skills. They have better ones than the one you use. And I was like, yeah, I should probably start reading all the skills.
I'm confused. I'm very confused. Radiant S2 is better than S1 in like 90 to 95% of the cases. There are some stages where S1 is actually very good, like most notably against bosses. Like S1 Radiant is actually extremely good against bosses because they are extremely tanky and they can, for example, bait the E or block him for like several seconds, right? Can also be used, for example, to draw the attention of drones in this one Remnant of Consciousness maps, right? There are some utilities to Radiant S1, but in most cases, you want S2. In this position, Radiant is not gonna get attacked by these guys. That's good.
I should actually put Ethan like on one of these sides because these dogs don't move, right?
That's very passive, and there are ways to solve this map in a very much proactive way. But again, I can't really fault him for that. This is usually something that most, if not all, new players will do. They will play very defensively and not enough offensively. This is something.
So Okay. I'm actually super hyped that you did this because I didn't think that because it's tower defense. So typically I'm thinking like defend, set up good positions, and chill. But I could play this much more aggressively. Now you've given me some things to try.
I've noticed after analyzing so many runs already, so I can't really fault him for that. Like literally all new players do that. So at the same time, that means I can now understand why he picks S1. They have more block, they are more tanky. Yeah, okay, I can understand. Again, everything I said still doesn't change the fact that Radiant with S2 is much better for this map in particular, and trying to kill the enemies preemptively by deploying the fish here and here, another one like here or there to kill this guy is actually a much more viable strategy.
That might have been a good move.
The
Good to
enemies
know.
that come here are gonna get destroyed by this fish.
Doctor, enjoy a little solar solvent to the information silo.
Oh my god. We need a caster here soon, don't we? But Radon fills like a lot of roles. Holy shit, how good is she when you have her like E2? I really want to know how good she is.
An IS6, very.
Is her name Radon or Radon? I might be saying it wrong.
You have, but it's okay. Alright, dry heat is not really good, but it doesn't matter. And medic is probably the worst thing he could have gotten. He doesn't want a medic right now, he wants damage, particularly if he continues to use a Radiance S1. Okay.
Alright. We'll keep. We already have a medic, so I think we can serve. We'll keep going. They all lead to the same thing, right? I want to see what Bro has here. Let's go this way.
Alright, let me see. Succession, Mr. Boom, Send Shield. Send Shield, is it the one that increases the attack but lowers the attack speed? No, it does the opposite. It lowers the attack and increases the attack speed. Okay, so this is a super voucher, obviously buying this. And then he will have 8 Origium Ingots, so either Mr. Boom or invest. Probably invest. I would say recruitment voucher and invest. Okay.
Support Mr. Boom. What's this?
Oh no, never mind. It's the one that increases max HP depending on objective shield. It's an okay-ish one, particularly if you can have a lot of objective shield thanks to the dusk drawing encounter in Remnant of Consciousness. But otherwise, it's not that good. It's very good against ending 2 and 3 because you're basically taking global damage against these endings, particularly against ending 2.
Supporter. Recruiter supporter. I think here can we refresh the shop or not?
No, you can't. And even if you could, you absolutely want to buy the spotter voucher because you'll be able to E2 the Radiant. Let me just check. What level was the...
I'm going to say this. I did not know that's how you E2'd them in this mode. I 100% did not know that's how you E2'd them in this mode, I don't think. I think I found that out the next day on stream. Yeah, or same day, like later on stream that day.
At the beginning. Okay, she was level 90, huh? But wait, even level 90, the summons cost 18? Like, what? So either the bonuses don't apply to him, because, well, he hasn't cleared the difficulty. Oh, I think that's what it is. I assume if you pick a friend Radiant, the bonus she should have from this guy's part don't apply. Like, he only has the bonus he could have unlocked from his part, which is literally nothing. Well, nothing except the fact that, well, she's max potential, max level, and so on. So yeah, I still think getting the supporter voucher is absolutely the only thing he wants there.
Do I not have that unlocked? I know I've seen somebody do it. I don't think I have that unlocked. So what does he
No. I mean, it's pretty weird because he just said right before, I wonder how powerful Radiant is at E2, and then he sees the opportunity to E2 the Radiant.
I did not know you could E2 using the vouchers, if I'm going to be 100% honest. And I got fried for it live on stream because I literally had the opportunity to upgrade someone and I did not do it.
And he doesn't seize it. Hey, I mean, not the first player I've seen taking
That's
stupid
funny.
Voucher decisions, so I can fault him for that. Alright, checking the shop first is usually a good idea, I would say. What is there here? 2 coupons, enlistment order, rampart, button beast. Again, I'm not too sure what each collectible do right now, right? Because, well, IS6 is still relatively recent, and all of these collectibles, except the slave hunter, which is literally useless, it only works with Angelina. All of these collectibles are new, so I'm not sure what you want here. I assume, since I don't know the collectibles, that the coupons are good. Usually the coupons are very good. 2 coupons is 2/3 of a vertical path, which is really good. Alright, so this one is the random tactical prop. This one is useless. Don't
I
buy
don't know
this.
how to do any of those things.
This one is... I'm not sure about this one. Among all the items that increase the cost limit, I feel like this one is one of the most useless one. Like, it's only around the objective point. Yeah, I don't like this one.
Hell no, I'm not gonna try that.
Incursion point, for those wondering, is the red box. So...
And you know what's funny? He answers this question. All right, Dr. Pithanger is fire. He answered the question because literally I'm gonna ask that shit.
If you can try and snipe enemies that are literally leaving the red box, it's something, I guess, but in a lot of maps this doesn't work, unfortunately. It's pretty good when you're going for the third ending for that one encounter that you have to take in order to go for the third ending, right? The one with all the black balls. But other than that, it's kind of meh.
Is the incursion point where they come from?
Yep, it's a red box. That's a weird wording. I've never seen the wording incursion point before this collectible.
I don't think I'll take that either. Can we not refresh?
Nope.
Okay, there's another shop.
Should have bought the coupons, I would say.
Huh? There's another shop. We're gonna go in here.
Yeah, but you should have checked probably the retreats first. This retreat may have been more HP or more max HP. The legends could have make you recover some.
Oh yeah, because you have 3 candles, so you can only go into 3 of those boxes. So me doing that kind of fucks it up. Yeah. Fair.
HP too, so you generally want to recover some HP. You generally want a lot of HP before going to a shop. Otherwise, well, you're gonna enter the shop and you're gonna notice, oh, I can't buy anything. Guess I just lost 1 candle.
Yeah, all my life points
coupons, store one. Assistance is really good. Evaluation minister, I have no idea what this is. Fatal bolts, advancement, old sandal. Old sandal is pretty good. But here I would say assistance is actually probably the best one. Assistance is like, I think, plus 30% attack for any units. I'm not sure if it's operators or units. In the range of supporters, which is actually pretty good rating, right? Plus 30% attack for literally a passive is pretty good. Oh yes, the one with dodge or resist damage. Next attack deals plus 100%. It's very good, but you need other dodge relics or to recruit operators that have dodge, like Flame Tail, which is really not ideal.
Look at that. That's worth.
Okay, sure.
And then
good decision there.
Legend.
Oh, recover HP. Nice.
Recover 5 life points. Gain. Yeah, fuck it. We'll do it.
Right, all in all, pretty good first remnant of consciousness, I would say. Probably should have gotten the coupons in the first shop, but other than that, pretty good decisions.
All right, let's do a free toss.
I am not sure why he wanted to toss the Dongbaos again, because there was basically no reason to do so.
Bottom path. Use conserve crimson or light candle. To be fair, yeah, I think I'd be just doing shit. I was like, you know what? It's here. Let's do it. Why not? It's a roguelite. It can only get better from here. All right. Like, but after doing a couple of runs, and definitely after watching this, I realized like the way I'm playing this is like probably not the most efficient way, right? Like to actually get to an ending. I'm kind of just playing it and seeing what happens versus like plotting the course to actually get to a better end goal. Which, I mean, eventually I'm, yeah.
Again, he's gonna enter the Pathfinder and then immediately after that, the Remnant of Consciousness again. That's why I'm saying there's literally no reason to do the toss there, even the free one. But alright, doesn't matter.
Raiders once per run.
See, I didn't know that.
So we'll do that. Use now.
Alright, what is there to pick there? Oh, so the Telopsis is max
my baby,
level.
My baby girl.
His Telopsis is max level. Jesus.
My baby girl.
Alright, so yeah, definitely the Telopsis there. Like, there's literally more value to get a free Telopsis at Elite 2 level 80 than the Whisperain, even if the Whisperain has like modules, masteries and stuff. Like, definitely the Telopsis there.
I take Colossus.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's my baby girl. I'll take her because she will actually boost everybody's skills.
Yeah, good. A lot of people that use Telopsis have no idea why Telopsis is good. It's mainly for talent.
Do we wander into Wonderland again? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. So when I made the Wizardell team, my whole goal was to make sure I could have her ult up as much as possible. So I actually took the time to like look at units, and I like got on Google and I was like, what units help increase like SP rate? Like I actually did research for that. I'm not even gonna lie. That was the one thing I did because I was like, I'm so far behind in story mode. I want to have one team that can just boom shit, and then on my other account, I've been playing with my Silver Ash team and just taking my time to like, learned the mechanics step by step.
He doesn't have a lot of candle holders. Still, there's still a lot of retrieves and legends. Maybe he can even like empty the shop. I can see if this is a vertical path. Unfortunately, I don't think it is, because in the Wonder into Wonderland, he could get 2 coupons, and then maybe when he reaches there, he could use the coupons to travel vertically. I mean, what's the other option? Like taking a fight, taking another fight, or taking the encounter, taking another fight. I would probably wander into Wonderland, but actually do not enter the Wonderland and simply keep the candles. Okay, so there's no vertical paths there. Yeah, probably go to Wonderland and do not enter it. Keep the candles for now.
Fulfilled. I think we go encounter here.
Probably would have gone to the Wonder and keep the...
So Wonderland would have been... I know, yeah. Wonderland and then leave? Okay.
candles.
Gain 2 shield, lose 6 ingots, but rain. Let's take this.
E2 level 80 asbestos. That could be very useful. He needs more damage, and asbestos is not exactly damage, but at least it's something.
I'll take it. What is this? Is this a sonic mode, thermal power mode? I'll take it. I'll take it. We needed a defender anyway. Her design's pretty cool, actually.
You probably need damage. You don't really care about the defender.
New data used to assemble packet.
He didn't change any skill. I really wonder if he knows that he can change skills or not. He didn't even try.
So I didn't know you could change skills in certain menus, and I thought you could only do it in like the main menu for some reason, and then I realized you could do it from like squads, or you could do it directly from their picture. Like I was like learning how, like, yeah, I'm just cooked.
I think he
dude.
doesn't know. So
there's no excuse.
Just to explain, when you're on this screen, you simply click on these little icons, like the skill icons, and that will change the skills you will be using on the next map. So for example,
and it's funny because I just found this out, like literally the day I uploaded this video, I streamed some IS runs, and that's when I found that out. Like right at like a couple hours after I put this video up. So I really didn't know. And in all honesty, I could have took the time to like research more to understand how everything works in the game before playing. But I'm like a proprietor of trying something a couple times, like 2 to 3, 4 times, maybe with no knowledge, and then going back and refining. Like when it comes to gaming, when it comes to real life, it's completely different. If you have real big decisions to make, definitely research your decisions and make sure your shit's locked in.
Example, on Radiant, you simply click on the red bird and she'll be using S2 instead of S1. Same for Asbestos, so you click on this shield instead of this one and she'll be using S2 instead of S1.
Can I put this like anywhere?
Anywhere that is deployable, yeah. This is literally the only place where it was completely useless, but okay.
I don't even... You know what? That's funny because I didn't even know what the fuck it did. I didn't even read it. I just picked it up and dragged it somewhere. Didn't even... But watching someone who like actually is vocalizing, like I could verbally hear what mistakes I'm making, this is definitely really beneficial. I don't know if I put that on the right spot, but
no, literally the worst spot possible, but it's okay. Probably should deploy Ethan. Deploying Ethan in this map would be pretty good because again, these enemies transform into these little talismans that take 1 HP per 1 HP, and therefore they will die easily with Ethan's passive damage. Alright, perfect. Yeah, also on maps where there are talismans, I mean, this guy can be easily dealt with. We simply deploy a summon here and he will fall in the hole, and then you can simply remove the summon. But in maps where there are
what? That I could have done that? That's fucking
talismans,
hilarious.
and you can deal with, for example, this guy. Ethan will actually help a lot with talismans because, well, again, the talismans take 1 HP at a time, but since Ethan applies a debuff that deals damage over time, then he's actually very much suited to deal with talismans.
I feel like I'm doing pretty good. This is like my 3rd run?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty okay, but there sure are a lot of little mistakes that, when piled on, may end up in him having surprises. I haven't said anything about the length of the video, but the video is only 26 minutes long, and we're already at the 17th minute, so he's gonna, I assume, die in the next 8 to 9 minutes.
Yeah, I get cooked pretty fucking soon. I get cooked pretty quickly, yeah.
So, let's see how.
I don't have a real, like, I need real DPS, though.
Yep, exactly. That's why you should have E2 the Radiant.
Following another.
Okay, so what we have to say, right, is like, low key, I'm definitely bad, but we're getting there. It's coming along, you know? I definitely would like my next few runs are gonna be peak though. Promise. I gotta lock it in.
Vanguard. I mean, Vanguard is okay because if he doesn't have the improvement of IS6 or whatever it's called, Radiant summons are actually quite expensive. So Vanguard is actually pretty good. What does he have? Panzerus. That's about it. Like E0 Panzerus or Reserve Operator. What is this? It's only pot 1. Oh, this is Fang. So I assume this is like Vanilla or maybe Plume. I'm not sure. Okay, one of them is Plume. The other one is Vanilla, I assume, or something like that. So yeah, probably Fang actually. E1 Fang is probably gonna be more useful than Panzerus. Also, Panzerus requires Hope.
So this
probably would have picked Fang. Like, I'm pretty sure E1 Fang has more stats than E0 Panzerus. Let me look it up. Okay, so I looked it up, and Fang at E1 max level compared to Panzerus E0 has like 40 more attack, 50 more defense, or the opposite, I'm not sure, and 150 more HP, so yeah, Fang.
So Fang would have definitely been. See, and that's the thing. I don't know these things, and I'm not gonna even lie to you guys. I'm not memorizing their attack and stuff. So like, I just looked and I was like, who do I normally use as my go-to? And I just grabbed her because she is the one that popped. I looked, I said, oh yep, her. But if it's gonna be the most optimized type of run for success, it definitely does make sense to take the one with more fucking attack and HP instead of one that doesn't have.
Was absolutely the better decision
Holy
there.
shit.
But anyway, Deep Water Talisman or Healer's Path self-treating. I'm not sure about self-treating. I'm not sure what this is.
And that's
but
exactly
Deep
what I
Water Talisman,
choose.
from what I remember, is really good.
Healer's Path, self-treating, Deep Water Talisman. You know what? Self-treating. We'll go self-treating.
Probably.
And I did not know if you clicked it, it would tell you what it did. So I just clicked it and locked it in. But after I had seen that it gave a description, my next ones, I started reading them before selecting
Should
them.
have checked at least what the other one did, because I'm pretty sure he doesn't know.
Is that a permanent buff for all runs, or is that a permanent buff for this singular run?
Of course, only for this run. Since he has some ingots, he could probably go to this fight and then to this road trader. This would be a possibility. Otherwise, double fight to Pathfinder, but yeah, like double fight, that would be 2 vouchers. It's not that much. Depends on what voucher he's getting there, I suppose.
I think we've been taking the bottom paths all the whole time, so I'm lone angler.
Probably would have gone middle, because this top one has what's like a fight and then this encounter, and then that's another encounter. 2 encounters and 1 fight. That's really not
That's
a
not
good
good.
fight. He
Okay.
can go to the Remnant of Consciousness.
See, so that might be the problem. I didn't know or understand what path of progression would be better. So everything you're doing is pretty much based on your stats, your hope, your coupons, your tickets, and you want to take the most effective path to build you up, as you should. It's a roguelite, right? But I didn't know what the most effective was, so I legitimately was just kind of like, I'll just pick this one. 1, 2, 3. We'll go 3. Oh, we've been bottom on time. Let's go top. I was doing it like that, which clearly ineffective. That's funny.
What could he do there? Unfortunately, he can't take any fights, right? Because like he has, I think, 1 candle holder, and that's, who is it again? Is it Telopsis? No, I'm not sure, but like he has 1 candle holder. There's absolutely no way he can do anything regarding fights. So probably the 2 legends, and the tavern. Probably the tavern first, and then the 2 legends. Maybe the plan too, because in the plan he could obtain some good dongbaos in exchange for heal, and there's quite a lot of chance that in legend or maybe in the retrieve he can recover some HP, right? Alright, the Dust Drawing.
Hey.
Losing gods, recover 6 life points, lose hope, receive 1 random collectible, lose 10 original gods, gain 5 objective shield. These are all pretty mid, but in this event I always find mid options, unfortunately. Arguably, he decided to skip the shop, so the 10 ingots aren't gonna be useful. So maybe he could use them to like gain objective shield, for example. Yeah, probably this. Probably the objective shield. It will all depend on the blocks he's getting in the Remnant of Consciousness. Like, if it requires him to have like a lot of HP, then probably this one would be better. If it requires him to have very little HP, then this one would be better. He should have checked them first, unfortunately.
Lose 2 ingots, recover 6 life points, lose 3 hope, and max hope, 1 collectible.
This one is the worst option for sure.
I want the collectible. So.
No! Oh my.
I legit chose the worst option, yeah. That's funny, bro. Like, this is actually peak.
Yeah, he needs a lot of hope right now. He needs hope to recruit more operators. He needs hope to...
I might need hope just to be able to play this game at this point, right? Like, holy shit.
The Radiant. He needs hope. What is he getting? Rusted Blade Advancement. Okay, so your Ethan costs -2 DP in exchange for giving up on your E2 Radiant. Should have checked this way earlier, because you see it says recover life points. Then you can use these life points and either trade or in the plan in order to get some good dongbaos. I unfortunately can't see how many life points he has. Should have checked this earlier. When you have 10 or more life points. Okay, sure. But see, have 1 life point. He could have, for example, if he wanted the 2 collectibles there, what he could have done is gone to the plan, get as many dongbaos as he can in order to lower his HP, and then he could have used this option there in order to get 1 more collectible. Frozen Husk is really good, but the thing is, there's not a lot of operators that really care about this for him right now. Like, Poncerus is gonna get plus 40 attack speed. Yay, cool. But then you remember she has like, I don't know, like 200 attack or something. Alright, so he dies in Away Hui. I can understand, this stage can be frightening for a new player, particularly.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I was in shambles. I was like, what am I supposed to do here? I think my placement was bad. Fireballs started punching on me. I didn't know fireballs were going to do that. These dudes started doing it, bro. It was so much.
If you don't use Radiance S2. With Radiance S2, this is a very, very easy stage. You simply deploy the fish like here, sniping one that is coming at the top. You deploy one here to snipe the fireball guy. You try to kill the ones that spawn here as fast as possible. And you can even deploy like a fish here, facing right, because the fireballs aren't going to hit you anyway. And yeah, that's it. But again, this is only assuming he's switching to Radiance S2.
Ugh, give me a break.
Still didn't change the skills. I think he doesn't know he can change the skills. Oh, this is tragic.
Everything's fine.
It was
Why?
tragic indeed.
Why did he do that? That's weird.
With brute force alone.
Don't deploy anything here. The only thing you need to remember, don't deploy anything here, otherwise the fireball might hit Radiant if this guy gets retreated.
Oh, we lose. Yeah, we lose. Okay. We lose, right? There's nothing I can...
My treatment will not hurt.
I mean, you could have simply switched to S2.
Can she heal that? Or no? Yeah,
Nope.
she's dead.
Initiation activated parts unit.
Summons can be healed, unless with passive healing, like Angelina's passive, Perfume is passive, Inspiring Effect from bards, you know, this kind of stuff.
Yeah, dude. I might be cooked here.
You need me to.
No! Well, in any case, he would lose because, well, 2 fireball dudes and Poncerus placed there, so she tanks
Yeah,
the fireballs and Radiant gets hit, so...
I might be cooked here. Holy shit, this is peak.
Yep.
Hey. The music stopped for that too. That's funny. The music stopped for that. That's hilarious. Dramatic.
Right, so
Dramatic
obviously
ending.
the main mistake here is not switching skills, right? Because again, Radiance S2 solves 90% of the problems up until like the boss of floor 3 easily. If you use S1 Radiant, you're using her at 10% of her capabilities, I believe. Obviously, this is the first mistake, I would say. Second was obviously still tied to Radiant, not picking the supporter voucher that could have allowed him to E2 the Radiant. He literally said like 1 minute before that Radiant becomes very powerful at E2, and he's right about this, but then he doesn't pick the supporter voucher. The placements were too much defensive. In IS6, I feel in particular, you need to be very proactive with your placements. You can't really afford to place your units defensively. Again, this is something you can do in the base game. This is not something you can do in IS, particularly in IS6. In a lot of stages, for example, deploying your units this way is fine-ish, but it's actually much better to simply kill these guys. They are not moving, they will be staying here for a while, so simply deploy your units like, for example, Ethan, like there, facing right, so you can kill this guy, and this dog, and Radiant facing top, so you can attack this guy. You need to be proactive in IS6, this is very important. Same way here, you need to be proactive and kill these fireball guys, and also kill the enemies that come here and try to destroy the rocks, because once the rock is destroyed, the path from the fireball changes drastically, which can be very harmful. And of course, you also need to preemptively kill these guys because, well, they are ranged, so if you don't kill them, they are gonna kill you, or they are simply gonna go to the blue box. I would say a lack of proactivity is really what cost you the run, on top of course, the various little mistakes tied to Radiant. Other than that, yes, he did get Ethan eventually, but probably should have recruited it from the get-go. Like, why didn't he do that? That's actually weird. Then another mistake is definitely not checking every option, most particularly in in the Remnant of Consciousness. You have the retrieve, you have the shops, you have everything. You need to check everything. You need to check if the retrieve gives you Originum Ingot, if it gives you life point, if it gives you max life points, you know, this kind of stuff. You need to check everything before. It tells you in the description, and for the blocks, it tells you whenever you try to enter them. So yeah, this is very important to the Remnant of Consciousness, to not rush, to simply be calm and analyze all the possibilities you have at disposal. Other than that, the rest of the decision in the Remnant of Consciousness were alright, I would say. The pathing, even though it was not optimal, because again, I truly believe he should have gone for the fight in the early floor 3, was actually decent, right? The decisions made sense. He didn't have a candle guess, so he didn't want to go to the Remnant of Consciousness, even though I believe he should have gone there and simply kept the candles, but that's alright, like, it's okay. And yeah, that's about everything I can say on this run. Again, he only got up to floor 3, so I can't say a lot about this, unfortunately, but there are, as you can see, a lot of mistakes that new IS players tend to make. For example, not checking everything at the disposal, undervaluating E2ing your operators, for example, playing very defensively. These are all stuff that I've seen dozens of times already, and well, they are still true to this day, so I can't fault him for that. Like, literally every player does that. It's fine as long as you remember to not do these mistakes again. You can be pretty sure you're gonna improve pretty soon. So this was it for this video, guys. Let me know about what you think about this analysis in the comments. Leave a like, subscribe, and see you in the next video.
That was a super informational analysis. He did point out some of the flaws in what I was doing. It definitely will help me adjust my like strategy for when I go in there moving forward. But it was pretty fun. It was fun to watch that. Like, and you know, like normally, like if you play like FPS games and stuff, or like League, maybe you go back and watch your game footage if you're like trying to seriously improve and see what mistakes you made. But being able to do that for this game, I think also is like super duper helpful, with someone able to point out the mistakes you made at that part that you got to. But shout out to Dr. Pitanger. W video, by the way, that was super funny. Also, if you guys want to send me some of your runs to, you know, show off how good you guys are or how bad you are, so we can enjoy them together in the Discord server, make sure y'all do that. The link is in the description. Peace.